Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. The sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. The Helot, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes. Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to dissuade my friends from burning down a town.
Good fucking luck with that.
I'm Andrew Gilbert, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway, playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hello, everyone. My name's Galway. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I play Charity, whose pronouns are
now
also
recording.
He, him, his. Subtle.
Lena.
Craig.
Craig. Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, my pronouns are she, her, hers, and Stormbringer's pronouns are also she, her, hers. Yep, I'm together.
All together. Rachel, playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I use she, her, hers, and I play Clementine, and she uses she, her, hers as well.
And Darcy, playing the Tiefling Cleric Hakari Demarian.
Hello, I am Darcy, and my pronouns are they, them, theirs. And Hakari's are she, her, hers. I do not have a song for tonight. I kind of forgot about it until I got on the computer, so.
That's okay.
But you did have a plug for an Apple TV show.
Oh yeah, everyone watch Schmigadoon. It's great. It's great. It makes you smile.
And also watch Ted Lasso if you have Apple
Yes,
TV.
or Ted Lasso. Schmigadoon and Ted Lasso, I highly recommend them if you just want something that's like gonna make you feel good.
I think the phony sponsorships is Spire Stick, so we are not sponsored by
We are not sponsored by Apple, sadly. We could be Apple. We believe Adam will be joining us a little bit later to play Burbage Camp. And in the meantime, we will carry on like soldiers without him. But hopefully he'll pop in eventually here, or he's slept through the entire thing. Who knows? We'll see. So welcome to our live recording of our podcast, Goats and Dragons. We now have 3 podcast feeds, and you're welcome to get those wherever you find your podcasts. We have Goats and Dragons, our epic 1 through 20 level campaign, in which we are in the last third of it. We have Helpful Goat Presents, where we play shorter campaigns, one-shots, and this is the home of the interlocking campaign GM'd by Galway in the world of Tyr, which is brilliant. And we just started publishing not too long ago, Dom and Dragons, the 25 episode campaign where we played with D&D actor. We played D&D with actor Dominic Monaghan, and it was awesome. And you should go check it out. It's brilliant. Also, there are well, let's go with maybe donate first. Galway, would you mind?
Yeah,
saying a word or two.
We'd like to we'd like to highlight causes that are important to us and that we think are worthy of attention right now. ! Donate in the chat will take you to Hope for Haiti. If you've been following the news recently, Haiti's just sort of had a real bad string of events between an assassination causing essentially a collapse of the government, a massive earthquake, and now tropical storm season, which has grown increasingly fierce thanks to climate change. So if you would like to contribute, Hope for Haiti is one of the many organizations doing a lot of really wonderful work in Haiti. There are also others, but we encourage you to take a moment, if you have the time, if you have the emotional resources, read up on it, educate yourself, and then if you have the financial resources, consider donating to a cause.
Lovely. Yeah, so if you like our group, like people in our chat, we have a nice way to hang out together, and that is through Discord. It's a really cool place where we're playing games with each other, we're watching each other play games, we're watching movies together, and just talking about all kinds of stuff, and a lot of, it's uplifting and it's hopeful for the most part, and it's a really, really amazing group of people, and if you'd like to be a part of such a thing, please type !Discord in the chat, and that'll get you a link where you can join us there. It's awesome. Maybe give it a try. If you like what you see, and you wish that we were more professional, and you wish that we had more content to give to you, you can go ahead and support us directly through !Ko-fi or ko-fi or coffee. And you're able to donate directly to us. And we get, all those proceeds, and those go directly into making sure we can make a podcast, making sure that we have all the equipment needed to stream on Twitch. It does incredibly help us out when we need to pay for things that are beyond our own capabilities as individuals. And also you can help us out if you go into !Merch. That'll take you to the Helpful Go Gaming merch store.
I got my notebook today.
Lovely. It's wonderful. Notebook.
It's just going to refuse to autofocus on my mug.
Yeah, Galway got the mug with a beautiful Sam Winnie art. The art on your notebook is by whom, Rachel?
That would be Miss Chelsea Branson.
Yeah.
And all the
Beautiful.
profits go to her, I think, still. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
So support artists.
Indeed. Thank you. All right. There was nothing new in the merch store, I believe?
No, nothing new right now. We have the new family sigil stuff. I'm also wearing the shirt for it, but one, my camera is reversed because I'm capturing it from Discord directly, and two, turning around to show the back print, but it is its shirt is essentially meant to represent the family sigil tattooed on Charity's back.
Lovely. So cool. All right.
I think Eric fell asleep and he hasn't made me dinner yet, and I'm very disappointed in him.
Aww.
I'm sorry. Well, I think we can jump right into tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons.
Poem.
As long as someone reads the poem by Chelsea.
I can take it because I've scrolled up to it already. The family is precious and must be protected. Blazing headaches, death, and actual fire to all enemies detected. Rulers to dethrone, armies to destroy, and parts to play, as the threads of this complex and incredible story continue to develop and fray. Biggest excite for tonight's adventures and the reunion you pursue. Much love, Fates of Rin crew. I can see and hear you. Thank you, Chelsea.
Aw. Chelsea, that's lovely. Thank you. All right. So, previously on Goats and Dragons, Fates of Rin, I'm actually going to go through the previously very quickly because I want to jump into the good stuff. And the previously kind of has to incorporate 2 whole episodes. You can also go back and watch them. But essentially, Hakari and Burbage have been taken captive by the Red family. Clem, Charity, and Stormbringer have spent weeks attempting to get to Wagelter, the capital of Gaholnia, where they believe their friends are being kept. So
I got a hold of Adam. He's on his way.
Oh, lovely. So let me jump in with Burbage and try to kill him before he gets here. Burbage Kemp, you are released from the session you've just had with Lycos. You gave nothing up again. And you push off the cold, hard floor, realizing Hakari's not with you. She wasn't with you in the sort of dream world either. All you see is Lycos, sitting in a chair, holding his head in his hands, elven featured. But his image starts to flicker just a little bit, and all pretense is dropped as that black jet hair turns to white. And his dark eyes shoot up at you, filled with rage. And Burbage, you pull yourself up off the floor, every part of your body aching. You spit a bit of blood onto the floor and wipe your mouth. And as you stand up, you catch your breath, look around the tiny room, dark, kind of marbled walls. It's this place that Lycos is his own office, if you will, where he's brought you both several times. And as you're just about to say something snarky and witty, you see him immediately rush to the spear hanging on the wall. And I need to roll an attack. Yep. Okay. Before you can get out anything with lightning fast movements, the spear immediately impales you, Burbage. You are pushed back against the wall, pinned there. Incredible amounts of blood just start spilling out. And you very slowly and softly begin to fade. The spear is removed. Burbage's body drops to the floor. He kicks him just a couple times to make sure he's dead. And then he puts his hand over him, lifts him up off the ground, opens his own office door, and the body of Burbage slips outside. He lays it on the ground again and asks a few servants, "Take him back, please, to the cells. I think we're done with him. In fact, just put him with Hakari. Maybe that'll make her a little more motivated to talk." And as the servants, the older woman that Hakari bit earlier, she kind of lifts his body, cradling him actually pretty gently. She notices something kind of odd. The sweater he's wearing begins to kind of knit itself around the wound. And the wound closes up entirely. The blood stops. Burbage is still unconscious, but it appears that something for the moment has kept him from dying completely. So that is the last thing she sees as she leaves, the dead body of Burbage Kemp. Hey, Adam, what's happening?
People can't see him. Give me a second.
Adam just popped in.
Hello.
Yo!
Hi.
Okay, and to give Adam some breathing room, let's go ahead and jump over to another group. I need a little more music for this.
Oh my god, I've got a text from 927 from Tyler, my roommate. I suspect you're asleep, but your goats are concerned. Oh my god.
I may have called you 20 times.
Your goats were concerned.
Oh my jeez, I was out. And my Reiki instructor at 910. Hey friend, quick reminder. Fates of Rin is tonight. Let us know if there's any problems on your end. Yeah, the main problem, my Reiki instructor, Darcy, is that I am unconscious.
Well,
You're just too into the
I just
character.
thought-
You and
Burbage is
Burbage have a
unconscious
similarity.
and you're unconscious, so that's
Yeah, let's chalk it up to that. That's great.
I love it. Okay, all right. So Clem, Stormbringer, Charity. You've managed to reach Wagelter, the city you believe is holding Hakari and Burbage. It has taken you 15 days to reach the town's gates and enter. You are disguising yourselves as well as hiding your mounts, Bully and Clue, with you from prying eyes. Passing through the gates of Wagelter, one notices variations on a design of an eye, woven into the wood almost, barely visible in some of the stone framing structure of the massive doors. And these doors are bound with iron strips of support that cling to the backside. The elaborate carvings then on the front remain unmolested as they depict grand battles and mighty heroes, one of which happens to be the king of Wagelter, of the king of Goholnia, though certainly none of you necessarily recognize him, except for you, Clem. Inside the gates, on this overcast day, you are hit with a wall of sounds and smells. People are in the streets, going about their daily business. Shoppers picking out delectables in the storefront displays. Their servants, usually of different races, scurry behind them, holding bags and hat boxes, holding their own heads low. And you also see a robust military presence. The red and white uniform of the Goholnian army is everywhere you look. Some of them are simply watching over the crowds of chattering people in carts clanking against the cobblestones of the street. Others seem to wander unmoored among the people. All are young, fresh-faced individuals who are too young to drink, and these have become the keepers of the peace. Looking up from the people, you see that the majority of the buildings in the city are of two starkly different designs. Half are square buildings made out of a red clay, with windows and doors molded from its own construction, and you also see taller A-frame wooden buildings with white roofs jutting out from the shorter structures around them. The entire city sits on a slope. To your right, the west, you see the highest ramparts of the city, uphill. And you guess that's where you would find the central keep. Then, sloping down from that sharply toward the sea, are the docks, whose air is speckled with white dots, probably seabirds looking for a meal. You then hear a screech above you, and you raise your eyes even further skyward to see several beasts circling the city. And after careful consideration, you notice there are riders atop large griffins, it appears to be, now streaking over the rooftops, some coming low, watching constantly the crowds below. When you entered, you had picked up a small business guide brochure to Wagelter, and are making your way now furtively to an inn. Now, as you see the building sign for the joined pole ahead of you, Stormbringer, something inside you pulses. And you all of a sudden feel the heavy beats of your heart, forcing you to take a deep breath. This is the first time you've experienced this sensation, but you know it. It is the activation from the sweater you gave to Burbage Kemp. And you respond immediately by triggering the sweater to save his life. What is it you would all like to do?
I forget what the line I said last time was, but it was something like, "The package has been compromised, you guys. We need to hurry." Or something like that.
Yeah. The package has been... Is that a Burbag type package?
Yeah, it's the package is really damaged, and we need to just really, really hurry. Otherwise, the package is going to have problems.
Did we have insurance on that?
What?
What was the... okay, never mind.
What are you guys talking about?
Charity will sort of whisper to Clem.
Message Kendrick, Clem.
It doesn't... No. Just no. Charity, as we're walking, is going to sort of... So, pretty sure Burbage just got killed, but an item that Stormbringer had given him previously prevented that. But it's not a good sign if they're up to killing the prisoners as opposed to interrogating the prisoners, although it honestly may be an outgrowth of the interrogating the prisoners. I mean, can you imagine interrogating
that seems
Burbage?
real bad.
Yeah, we should hurry. So Andy, one thing I did remember, but if you could see my monitors, there's no place for notes. Sir Bonaventura had said that his wife lived in the town. It was his wife that we had a message for?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Did we have a sort of district where she was?
She usually, she lived in the docks area.
Okay. And then...
you will see also that just this whole time, Clem looks very, very, very uncomfortable.
You doing okay there?
Like, just real sweaty and just constantly looking around.
Sweatier than usual.
Charity is going
like beard is drenched somewhat.
Ugh. It's a person with a beard. Ugh. As a person who lived in Florida with a goatee. Unpleasant. Charity's going to notice that and file it away for now. For the audience as well as for all of us, since it's been a couple of weeks and a lot of stuff's been going on, we had a lead from, I don't think her name was Nalawe. I'm pretty sure Nalawe was the spouse or partner, I don't remember which, of the person who's currently trapped in an interdimensional locker that I made.
That's right, yeah.
But she was told to meet at a nobles club.
Yes.
Which was run by the Blackwood family, which was a name we recognized from a family of vampires who ran a place in Diefield.
Yes.
Her
name was Brennan Tumley. Yeah.
And that's not the place we're going to right now.
Right, you're heading to just the local inn.
Just like, yeah, okay, I was just making sure. I was like, I don't remember the names of things. I'm assuming we're just going to a basic inn. All right. So Charity's going to sort of note the discomfort of the only one of us who is, so far as we know, not a wanted fugitive in this town. And not currently heavily disguised. And like, all right, let's get a nice quiet room and think of some next steps.
Okay,
Are you sure we can't just like sleep outside?
Why are we sleeping? We don't need to sleep. We need to go quick.
We don't know where we're going.
Yeah, we do. The person that we talked to and then put somewhere told us that there was probably something in the place where they keep bad people.
Okay, yes, I'm just saying that it might be useful to also have... All right, look. Charity's just going to sort of pull both of you all, like, sort of into... Not like into an alley, but just more off of the road, out of the way, and also out of the way of any sort of obvious foot traffic. Okay, look, we have two choices. We can either go talk to Bubbly Petunia's spouse and see if we can get any leads from her.
Spousely Petunias.
Spousely Petunia. Or we can go to the Blackwood... I feel like there was an implication that it was like a sex club, but I don't know. Maybe I was reading too much into that because Brennan seemed real weird, so I don't fully trust any of her descriptions. Not in the sense of trying to deceive us, but just I'm not sure how connected she was with reality anymore. But anyway, it seemed like we could get someone there. She was going to be able to get a message to Sucrose. I don't know. First to die. And that was sort of the other lead. We can either go talk to potentially an ally, or we can go just go right to it. One thing to note is the Blackwood family in Diefield were definitely vampires. So...
Oh, that sounds great. Everything just sounds great every time you say new words.
Yeah, that's... Honestly, 80% of the situations we find ourselves in as a family, that's kind of my role. Just the words just keep getting worse. Theodruxac.
Just gonna take out a paper bag and start hyperventilating into it. Just.
But also, I have to just ask. So again, Charity is shrouded in this heavy black sort of duster with the hood pulled all the way up and over his face, completely hiding like his horn. He's wearing Vimeris's mask over his face. So his normal outfit is white and silver. And very obviously he is now basically entirely in black. So he's very disguised. I believe Stormbringer was described as being a very tall geisha by Andy because she has white face powder. That Charity concocted. Incidentally, Charity also worked some basic, like, a sort of intaglio design of, like, a hand onto the mask, just so it wasn't just a plain black mask, using some of the leftover of that.
Sure.
But we're both... Charity's like, all right, no, but I do have to pause. We're both disguised because they're, you know, looking for us. Why are you freaking out so much?
You know that I've been a hermit for like literal decades, right? Like this is the most amount of big people and buildings I've been surrounded by in literally years. Also, this place sucks, and I don't want to be here again.
So,
because I was here before and I'd like to not be here anymore. That was the whole impetus for the trees and the bears.
do you have any thoughts, leads on, if the King of Gaholnia or high-ranking agents of a shady nature in his employ were to be stashing political prisoners that they wanted to get information from, where they might put them?
Yeah, Andy, do I?
Give me a history check. See how privy you were to some of this information. There's a cow in the soundtrack right now.
Oh yeah, also for chat, the soundtrack isn't like deafening, right? Because I can actually hear the animals, so I got a little worried.
It's a 13.
A 13. It's confusing to you because you were told that the prisoners of all kinds, especially the ones they wanted to keep very secret, would just go to the dungeon in the keep. But you've also been told there is no dungeon in the keep. And from people you trust, so it's hard to reconcile these ideas.
Yeah, so I think they're supposed to go to the dungeon in the keep, but like, also there's no dungeon in the keep. So I don't really know how that pans out reality-wise.
So let's go there.
To the non-existent dungeon in the keep?
Yes.
Very early in our interactions with each other, threatened to punch a god, which ended up being oddly prescient. So, yeah, no, she means let's go to the impossible keep. Dungeon. Keep dungeon. Dungeon?
That's probably where the package is.
I mean, I could walk in that general. I know how to get to places like the outside. I don't know that I could then get us in, but I could take you to the keep.
And the place that we're in the keep, where the package is, right?
I mean, I was never arrested before when I was here. I left before any of that could happen. And I mean, I didn't do anything illegal. I left before any of that could have continued to happen. It's don't worry about it. It's a long story.
Professional murderer. Who am I to judge?
Fair.
At this, actually, a little brunette girl runs up and kind of points at Stormbringer and says, Ma'am, that's the one I was talking about. She's right there.
Hi, little girl.
Hi.
Terrifying.
Mom. She waves her over, and her mother's carrying a kind of a small cart behind her and rushes up and kind of gives you a look over. Say something. Oh.
Hi.
Oh. Oh, my. I have something for that. Hold on. She digs in her cart, kind of pours what looks to be kind of tea, strains it a little bit, swirls it around. Kind of a puff of smoke rises off of it suddenly, and then she takes out the strainer. My dear, you certainly need this.
I take it and examine it immediately.
Oh.
And I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna look at her and be like, "You can see we're having a secret meeting in an alleyway, right? Like, this wasn't an open invitation to just give us whatever this is." And I'm gonna look at
Charity
it.
is massaging the temples of his mask. It's just like,
I'm sorry, my daughter. She just told me someone.
I want to investigate what this potion is. Andy.
Was dying in their voice over here, and I could help.
I'm not dying. This is just how I sound.
Oh God. Wow.
Don't judge her people. That's just how they sound.
I'm so sorry. I am certainly not a judge of races. Certainly.
I'm glad.
Right. And go ahead and roll your investigation.
Do I get advantage because I'm an alchemist?
Ooh, no, I don't think so.
I think you don't get advantage because it's tea.
It's an 18.
It's a lovely fragrant tea made from flowers that you actually recognize in the area. It happens to be quite good for throats, you hear.
Oh, it's actually a really nice tea for sore throats.
Lovely, lovely.
Oh, cool.
Are you new in town?
Was this an interrogation?
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to press. I just...
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's just been a while since I visited. I'm a little on edge. You and your daughter seem very nice.
She kind of looks to the skies real quick. Okay, just so you know, please don't forget, because maybe you've been here for a long time, secret meetings can't be spoken loud, right? They hear everything. So, careful what kind of secret meetings you're talking about. I'm going to assume it's about a secret recipe. So, good luck with your flambe, and please drink the tea. This one's on me. If you need more, we're around.
Do you want your cup back?
I have plenty.
I'm gonna keep it.
The cup does have like their business logo on it, and it's just a little company called Tea for Two.
Stormbringer, you want this tea? It's safe. I checked it.
Thank you. It smells good.
But I want the cup and any dregs.
Charity's gonna point at.
Okay.
Charity's gonna point at her. Snow Mountain Baller. Wrath.
Right. Yeah. My name is Snow Mountain Baller.
Good God. Okay, no secret meetings. Moving along, I think we should go.
My name is Orange.
Yeah.
Orange. We should go pay a quick visit to Spousely Petunia.
And then go clubbing.
Maybe.
Okay, so are you going to head toward the docks? Or are you going to drop off stuff at a room?
I mean, I think all of my earthly possessions live inside the bag on my back, so...
Totally fine.
Yeah, I'm covered in bags.
Not going to freshen up
and
first?
I'm not going to lose them. I can't trust people.
Face. Okay, everyone's good. All right, so you start your
Stormbringer's
way...
face is already powdered, so...
very true. Yeah. You start your way...
I have to pee really badly, so I will run and be right back. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to kill your character.
Why did you have to like explicitly say that, Andy?
He said he's
won't,
not
okay.
going to.
Yeah, but why did he have to say that?
Adam was only like 5 minutes late and he died. This is how to keep your players on time. No,
Oh God.
although I did actually kill a character once who, well, the other characters killed him, who wasn't there that session.
That
but
is true.
I got his permission first.
I was the
anyway.
other character who killed him, technically.
Yeah, you were. So the three of you make your way through the streets, trying to kind of stick to alleys as best you can. Stormbringer, you hear a bit of like chanting almost. A small crowd has gathered in one of the main thoroughfares of the city, and you kind of peek your head around, and it seems like someone's on like a soapbox talking about Boreer and the love of Boreer and his many eyes. And as the crowd parts just slightly, you're just about to take your eyes away from it, and you see the red and white garb of very clearly a cleric of Boreer. And it kind of looks like one of the members. It's a tiefling, dark red skin, ram horns that go around and sort of come up against the chin. It kind of looks like one of the members of the Red family that took Burbage and Hakari.
And where are we? Sorry.
You're just kind of walking down toward the docks, downhill, and this is on a thoroughfare kind of in the middle of the street.
Don't look now, but at our side, there's just something that might have to do with the color green.
Stormbringer trying specifically to avoid saying things out loud. I love it.
Charity
Do you
is
mean
going to
trees?
Charity is going to pause, blink several times behind the mask, and then just like slide his eyes over to see. Do I see this tiefling?
You do, yeah. And you sort of have to kind of you sort of turn around the corner a little bit more to kind of get a slightly better angle. And you also notice behind him, maybe 15, 20 feet, is just a red-headed, pink-dressed little halfling who seems to be another member of the Red family, if you remember correctly, from the very, very brief encounter you had with them.
All right. So that's 2.
2 what?
Greens.
I now actually understand what this is about.
That makes one of us.
2 of the people who recently popped in for a sudden visit with us and then left suddenly.
Oh, this seems like a bad place to encounter them.
Yes, very much.
Maybe we should not.
Yes, very much.
We don't want to deal with uninvited guests.
I agree. I think Charity will just sort of keep moving towards the docks if other people are agreeable with that.
Okay. Are you making a point to be stealthy or just kind of nonchalant?
Kind of striking the... I feel like in Charity's sort of resuscitated memories of doing things that he didn't want generally noticed, striking almost a middle ground of looking like we're walking with a purpose. We know we're going towards the docks, not exactly hiding, but avoiding large congregations of people, but more to like, we're trying to move efficiently. Walking through the giant, like, you know, market square is not a good way of doing that.
I like it. I like it. So actually give me a charisma check. This will be kind of a stealth by charisma mode.
Sure.
As you're leading, I believe.
Yeah. 24.
The 24, you feel very confident that you were able to pick paths straight and efficient, but also so unrecognizable as someone who might stand out. Like, you just blend in with everyone here, it seems like. So yeah, well done.
2 things as we're doing that.
Yeah.
Charity is keeping his eye out for any markings in Thieves' Cant that suggest any particularly useful locations. And especially, I would say I'm looking for the Thieves' Cant markings that suggest, like, here is danger, the kind of status reports on this is this district, here's where the bolt holes are, etc.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'm doing is Charity is going to Seamus, 1 vial of the orange, please.
He goes, and you catch it.
And so I'm going to pop it open and then slide in caltrops. Stopper it. Thank you, Seamus.
I'll just hold on to that for you. Okay. Hey, can I ask you, why is the big woman looking so sexy? That whole face paint thing, that's really doing it for me. I gotta admit.
I've never been more uncomfortable to wear you on my back, and that says something.
Oh,
You
she
work
could
for
wear
someone
me,
who tried to
maybe.
kill me.
Yeah. If it's weird, she could wear me. That might be cool.
Nope. No, thank you. Moving along. Because we're trying to not be recognized. Tell me.
Oh, you don't want to be recognized. Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever been here, Seamus?
This place? No, this place looks weird. No, I'm mostly hung out in like Federo and places like that.
Okay.
It was fun.
Thought it was worth a try.
Yeah. Great. So you're kind of keeping an eye out for that, making your way through the streets. This is a large city, so it's taking a while to get there. So, Hakari and Burbage, or really just Hakari now.
Did I see what happened?
You didn't at all. You're in your push.
Yeah, did I see what? Sorry. I was pushing the shift key. Did I see what happened to Burbage?
You just need to release after you're done
Sorry.
You're good. No, you're not. You are in your cell, and you've been there all day. They haven't come to get you today for any tech questioning or anything. You're trying to make friends with a bit of stone on the wall that kind of looks like two eyes and a bit of a scriggly mouth that you've been trying to shave down with your fingernails. You haven't had very good access to your own cleaning materials, so your horns are starting to grow back a little bit. Unless you wanted to try to file them down by other means.
No, that's okay.
Okay. So just starting to poke out of your red hair. You're seeing just some nubs here. Yeah, it's been boring. They haven't brought Burbage back yet. But you do finally hear kind of some doors open down, echoing through these dank halls. And it's not long before you see a female guard that you've never seen before, carrying Burbage in her arms. And she unlocks your door and just kind of tosses him in, and he limply just kind of rolls up against you.
So he's in my cell?
Yes. So she shuts the door very quickly, locks it, and kind of leans in and says, "Sorry about your friend. But maybe you want to give up information before he really starts to stink. Just an opinion."
Sorry about your face.
Classic.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm going to spit in your food tonight, so.
Oh, like I haven't had worse than someone spitting in my food.
There's a story in that I'd like to hear if I fucking cared about you at all.
Good day, miss.
She steps away. And you very quickly then go over to Burbage and give me a medicine check.
Okie doke. My computer's taking a really long time, just to let you know.
You are good.
So I'll dance during the...
Yeah, we'll dancing before. Roll. Get your roll on. Get your roll on.
It doesn't show dice for me.
Oh, you got a 21.
Woohoo!
And with a 21, you are able to see there is a large amount of blood covering Burbage. He couldn't have survived this. That doesn't make sense. And yet, you very faintly hear a heartbeat and just a bit of breathing. He is unconscious. But
is he still wearing this?
He is still wearing the sweater, yeah. And right now he's unconscious. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast... Hold on 1 second. So would I know, like, he's at, like... I know this hit points don't exist in this world, but, like, I would know is he at, like... Do you know what I mean? Like, is he just unconscious? Like, is he gonna wake up pretty quickly? Or, like...
Does he seem stable, or is he actively dying?
Yeah.
Yep, so you see him probably metagame at, like, 1 hit point. He is stable, alive. He's okay.
Okay, so... I'm gonna go ahead and cast... How much does Prayer of Healing do?
Per.
Oh, sorry. I can't. It's this
No,
stupid.
no. I
this
just
stupid iPad. If I try to click like
Yeah.
Here you go,
anything on
Burbage.
it,
This will help you.
Scorching ray.
Yep. It's not your scorching raid. So I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find which one would work the best. But I can't press on them, or otherwise they just pop up and I can't look underneath. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like at the description. So
Prayer, if you takes a bit, but it probably would be pretty effective.
It probably would be, especially if he can do a short rest or something like that during that time. However, as you're trying to summon any sort of magical abilities, the collar around your neck begins to kind of squeeze a little bit tighter, and then just kind of give you a little bit of a shock. You are unable to cast anything with that on.
that's right. So can I use a I don't have a med kit or anything. I'm sure they took stuff off of me, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is there any water I can pour into his mouth?
Nope.
Thanks. So helpful.
You can draw. You could draw on his face.
I will doodle on his face a little bit.
All right, you have a little bit of charcoal in the corner that you use to kind of draw on his face as he is sleeping.
What
however,
did you draw?
What else do you draw on somebody's face when they're passed out?
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's a dick.
obviously a bunch of dicks.
Okay.
It's just
Thank
a
you.
rule.
This is just for my D&D notes.
Oh God. So as you're doing that, Hakari, as you're drawing that, you kind of sense a figure standing right outside the bars of your cell, and you look up, and it is that woman with the gray hair, the one you bit. She's got a large bandage on her neck, and she kind of wants, and she's coming up to the bars and says, "I'm so sorry. I know he meant a lot to you. What are you doing?"
He's not dead.
This is how we mourn.
Yeah.
Did you say he's not dead?
I mean, he's really dead. Yeah.
Give me a deception.
I turned pilot there for a second. Cruising at 3,000 feet. Light wind coming in from the east.
I feel like I'm on a plane right now.
Yeah.
Sit back and enjoy the movie, folks.
God, I know you said sit back and enjoy the movie, but I heard sit back and enjoy the boobies, so.
Did I roll?
I didn't hear it.
No, I don't think so. Yes, it did.
There it
Nat.
is. Okay.
20.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Did I get a nat 20?
No, just
No.
a 20.
Oh.
An unnatural 20, but still a 20.
The dirty 20. So yeah, so with a 20, she then softens her face again and kind of puts her hands on the bar. I am so sorry. And I know that you and I have had our differences. You bit me, and I resent you for biting me, mostly. It's mostly centered on the biting thing. But I also feel sorry for you both. I don't know if we've been properly introduced. My name is Enyor.
Wait, why did I bite this bitch?
She was in the room.
Oh, okay, that sounds...
Near your mouth, kind
Near
of.
your mouth.
She's the one who we thought we were alone in the room with
You
her.
thought you were jumping this person alone, and instead you just tore her throat out, and the other two were
That's
like, the fuck?
just completely disregarding that there were apparently other character icons on the map.
That sounds, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll insight.
Okay.
Can you spell Enyor's name for me, Andy?
Yeah.
EN''YORE.
Is she a depressed donkey?
Nope, that's Eeyore.
Gotcha. Okay.
Did it roll it?
19.
19. So with the 19 insight, honestly, she seems actually with a 19 insight, she seems genuinely empathetic toward you and Burbage, incredibly sorry for Burbage. It sounds like maybe she kind of liked him. But there's also kind of a weird blankness to her expression. And it's very hard to read her. But with a 19, you feel confident you could.
So if you are sorry, why don't you help us get out of here?
I mean, what could I do? What could I do to help?
A lot?
I mean, like what?
Like let us out of the prison doors and then lead us out safely?
Oh. And she kind of walks over to your bars, gives them a yank. They seem
Go
to
get
be-
the key.
Yes, that's a good idea because it seems like they were locked.
Yeah, so how about you go get the key? That would help.
The key, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Stay right here. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, we'll be right here.
We can't hear you, Mandy.
I'm sorry. Burbage is now slightly snoring as she takes off around the corner. About a minute or two later, she comes back and she's sort of rubbing her cheek. They said I couldn't have the key.
Did you ask them for it, or did you? How about you go back and take it when they're not looking?
Oh, take it when they're not looking. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll give it a try. Sure.
And yeah, make sure they don't see you, because then they might smack you again.
Okay. You hear then some yelling from around the bends of this stone place, and some shouting and a little bit of whimpering, and she'll come limping back at this point. I'm sorry, I don't think that those endeavors to get the key on my part have been successful at all. I apologize. I feel like I should leave as well.
Wait. How about this? How about you go and tell them that I want to talk and have someone come get me?
What should I say? What should I tell them? That they should get the body out of your room? Because
No,
it will
that
start to stink.
Tell them that I want to talk because I'm so sad about Burbage, and you bring someone, and yeah, how about you do that?
Okay, I mean, I could be talked to. I have two good ears still.
No, I need someone to come get me so I can tell them the things they want to know, because I'm so sad about Burbage. I'm willing to talk.
Oh, I see. Not just talk about like plants and food and Tampa, but okay, sure. I'll do that right away.
So I go like wherever I can't be. Like, can I like right beside the door, like where the door would like? I mean, does the door like open in or out? Like, how does it?
Right. It's so there are bars all the way across like the wall.
Yeah.
In front, and then the gate to the cells within those bars.
So okay, so it's not a door. So can you see everyone in there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
Also,
Okay, well I'm gonna get on the floor like by Burbage and start like weeping and stuff with my back to the door, whatever, where people would come in.
Okay. And it's not too long before a few figures, probably about 10, 15 minutes before a few figures start clumping down the hall. And let's switch over to the other group.
Honestly,
so you've made
if
your
that
way...
lady's from Florida, it makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
So you make your way to the dock areas. What would you like to do now?
Bubbly Petunia, I thought, had given us sort of a name and a general sense of how to find Spouse.
He always called her E. But also Benaventura would be the name you're looking for.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
So, I think we'd probably just look for if there was any kind of listing, or if there seemed like someone who would be able to provide directions that wouldn't immediately arrest us, etc.
Sure. Yeah, give me a perception check. You're looking around for someone who seems trustworthy.
Casting guidance on myself first. Guidance. It's a spell that makes you or your friends better at things that you do. Use it early. Use it often. Cool. I'll just nat 20 that.
Nice.
For a total of 24 with the guidance.
Beautiful. So with the 24, you're looking around and everyone, it's hard. Everyone sort of looks shady because they're all sort of minding their own business. You're not sure who to trust in this place. The whole nation state of Gahomia seems kind of evil. And then you come across kind of a half-orc looking dude who's pretty thin, and he's got fishhook earrings on sort of each side. And he kind of like looks over at you and gives you just a bit of a knowing nod.
I feel like I'll sort of glide up. Is he working on anything, or is he just sort of standing?
Right now, yeah, he's pulling some rope from a nearby ship and trying to coil it up right next to this shop.
So I'm gonna sort of stand near him and looking out at the ocean or sea or whatever body of water this is, largish lake, and sort of still looking that way, and you can't really see Charity's mouth because the mask is a full-length mask. To sort of be quietly be like, hello, do you perhaps know of a family Bonaventura in this area?
Bonaventura? Now, I'd say that's not a name I've heard for years. But, I mean, I think they used to live right down the street over here. They used to go walking with their kid, and they would chase bunnies around. Good folk, I think. But yeah, right over here on the corner, you could find the Benaventura house, though I don't believe anyone's living there currently.
Do you perhaps know where any of the former occupants of that house may be?
I do not know where the former occupants of that house are. And he says that while he nods his head up and down.
I see. I'm quite bad with directions. I've already forgotten sort of where you said the house was without any people there. I wonder, could you just perhaps jot me down a quick note with it? And I'm going to hand him a piece of paper with 5 gold pieces folded into it.
Oh. Sure, I'll go ahead and write down this here number for you. Just 1 second. Should be right around the corner, and then he hands you the note back.
Okay. And what does it say?
It says, nod or shake your head. Are you with or against, or no, are you with the Gahonians?
I'd like to make an insight check on him at this point.
Sure. Please do.
Which will also be guidanced. For a total of 23.
Yeah, with a 23, you feel pretty confident. This guy is shady by nature, but the good kind of shady for you right now.
It's like, so that saying I am not with the Gahonians is not going to result in immediately ratted out or, ha, found one.
He seems to be on top of how to communicate in this sort of oppressive environment, and you get the sense he really hates it at the same time.
So he asked if you're with the Gahonians. So Charity's just going to sort of look at this note and look like he's sort of puzzling over it and just like shake his head. Just sort of the way that people do if they're like looking at something and just sort of thinking.
You know what would be easier if I just took you over there, showed you the place, showed you it was empty, and maybe you got on your way, yeah?
Oh, that might be helpful, yes.
Yeah, no problem. We just gotta make a quick stop. I need something to drink. You all need anything to drink? You look like you've been...
Drinks.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, what's happening with you?
It's just my voice.
Okay. Not going to doubt that at all. So, yeah, why don't we go on, head over to this tavern, grab a quick drink, if you don't mind, and I'll take you over there.
Charity will
So, yeah, do you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes his way slowly over to this kind of a watering hole.
I am once again checking, especially given the fact that he seems shady as hell and seems like, he's a docks operator. I'm looking for any thieves' cant that I can see on the place.
Sure. All right, so he takes you to a place called the No Name Cafe. However, the no name part is displayed prominently on a sign in front of it.
Okay.
Which is a little ironic. And yeah, so he'll take you over there.
Did the No Name Bar in Boulder have a sign calling itself that?
No, not at all.
Didn't it just close?
Yeah, I knew it was
Yeah,
going to close. Is it gone now? That's sad. That was a great
been there.
place.
Yeah. So he takes you to the No Name Cafe. You walk in, and there's a female half orc behind the counter. She says, "Oh, welcome. How are you?" And he nods his head and kind of gives a motion like he'd like to continue on past the counter. She immediately then pulls up a rug, opens up kind of a trap door, and as he slips around the counter, he descends the trap door.
I will keep following, and as I do, I'm just going to sort of slide a couple of gold pieces across the counter towards her.
Bless you, I'll have a muffin waiting for you when you come up.
God, I hope that's not code for something.
And so all of you descend?
Can I get a drink first?
Clem actually wanted the drink.
Yeah, she'll very quickly start making some tea. And you can tell she's making tea.
No, I meant like a tankard of ale.
Oh, I don't have much ale, but if you're friends of his, perhaps you would like a bit of whiskey.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So
You
she'll
just
hand you
dump it in
kind
the
of
tea.
a larger travel-size bottle of whiskey. Oh, and you want her to dump it in the tea? Okay, so she'll finish the tea, pour that in, and hand it to you. Have fun.
I just drink it down.
Nice. I feel like you look familiar. It's weird. Faces sometimes, I suppose.
Yeah, old gnomish ladies with giant dwarvish beards.
I will say I didn't have the beard when I was here last.
I kind of figured. I just no. This is just going with the thing that Andy sometimes has, where he throws in the like, you look like someone, where it's something very specific to the character. But he once said that to one of my characters who wore a mask adorned with like the eyes of major monstrosities that they'd killed. And I'm like, and my character at one point literally went, "Who else do I look like? Who else are you confusing with me?"
Just got one of those faces.
Yeah. Stormbringer, you head down too? All right. As you descend the stairs, the trapdoor above shuts, and you hear a latch, and then the folding of a rug over it again. Charity, you notice there's a couple sort of odd misplaced rugs down in this cellar, which is mostly dirt, and a few sort of wooden supports here and there. It is just kind of a nasty little room. Not even anything really kept down here, it appears. But these weird rugs that are sort of scattered about the place, you do see some runes sort of sticking out a little bit of one of the rugs.
Do I think this is something like a glyph of warding or a trap?
You'd have to inspect it better.
Well, also, as a question, this fine half-orcish fellow who we're following, is he going towards those or studiously avoiding those?
Nope, he walks like right over to the rug that has that sticking out.
That's going to cause Charity to pause and look very carefully before stepping on that glyph or disturbing anything around it, trying to determine what's up with it.
So as you're sort of looking at it, I think he notices you paying attention. He just immediately lifts up the rug, and you see now glyphs of warding, but very specifically against divination magic. So this seems like a black room, like a room that can't be detected, sort of thing. And he puts that down and he says, "Hopefully you trust me a little bit more than some of our Gaholian overlords."
I do rather, yes.
That's kind of you. That's kind of you. So what are you doing here while you're looking for Beneventura? If you don't mind my inquiry.
I have reason to believe that... And so far I've gotten the sense that he is very anti-Gaholian. Does not him...
Sure, yeah.
But, like, he is at least on the side of shady where he doesn't like them.
Exactly, yeah. He is shady because of the oppressive power.
Yeah.
You're right, he's not necessarily shady for normal folk. Yeah.
I had reason to believe from people who I had spoken with that the family Beneventura could be useful to me in attempting to locate a couple of friends of mine who are being, well, a couple of friends and also a friend of a friend that I believe are being held by same Gaholian overlords for reasons completely unrelated to doing anything criminal. You understand?
I'm afraid I do understand that. That's unfortunate. I apologize. Well, sounds like you're on the up and up, as much as you can be in a place like this. I knew the Beneventuras a while ago. I was a kid. This was maybe 25 years ago. They also had a kid. We used to play together, which is delightful. But he got called up into the army, and they started messing with his brain like they do. And he was writing his wife at first, but the letters came slower and slower, I remember. He never came back. And it was about the time that one day he stopped writing that, well, Elian started to go asking around about it. She couldn't quite see any reason for her husband not to be back, nor any reason for him not to write, so she feared maybe he was dead. She just wanted information, see, so she's asking gods, but I guess she's asking the wrong kinds of questions. Because one night she's gone too. I think I saw her in the streets one day. Tried to say hi. She didn't seem to recognize me. But that was the last time I saw her, and that was about 5 years ago. She's gotten older since. Me and my family tried to help the kid. We got her out. She wasn't going to be safe here, so we knew some friends out on the water. Maybe could help her find a bit more peace, a bit more purpose. I hope she never comes back. Sadly, she was lovely. So I couldn't be more help. I don't know if any Beneventures are around to help you now.
I'm not even sure if this is an insight check, but does Charity generally feel like this is on the up and up? Like this has just seemed a continuation of everything? Like this feels like a natural progression?
Nothing in his demeanor has changed at all since sort of your last real questioning of him.
And he's probably relaxed. Does he seem like he's relaxed some now that he's in the...
More.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
My friends and I were able to help. Elian's husband. He had a message for her, which I was hoping to deliver. But...
He's still alive, then. He's old now.
Yes.
Was he old?
Yeah, he was late 60s.
Yeah, he was a much
Okay.
older man.
Scarred all over, dark, but mostly gray hair.
Yeah, because when I tried casting Josh Brolin as Benaventura, Andy was like, yeah, older Josh Brolin. I was like, Josh Brolin's already kind of old.
I don't even know who that is.
No, that's okay. It doesn't matter.
Charity is gonna sort of... I fear that, partially because of the nature of things, we did not even have the chance to learn your name.
Oh, mine. Well, folks call me several things. You can call me, Gavin.
Rachel almost spit taking a pill.
Gavin's probably the safest name for me right now.
Fair enough. I am in a similar vein. Wrath might be the safest.
I'm Snow Mountain Baller.
Darling, it wouldn't be too horrible. This is a safe space. If you need to talk differently, feel free.
It's okay, this is my voice.
Okay. Way to play the part. I like it.
But I will also admit that to some degree my desire to deliver a message was one out of a sense of companionship with Benaventura, but also because of the aforementioned a couple of our friends and an associate of an associate we have reason to believe are being held prisoner for unjust reasons. I was hoping to have a resource in town who might know where they were being held. I've heard rumors of a dungeon that doesn't exist.
Right. When we go upstairs, go out and looking over the water. You're gonna see a tower just coming straight up out of the bay. Now, that tower has no doors, no windows. Several of us have tried to swim down, see if there's a way in from underneath, and as far as we swam, we saw nothing. I'm wondering if all those people that are said to go into a dungeon that doesn't exist, what if they go into a place like that? What if they actually go downstairs in the keep, but end up in a tower with no doors or windows?
That would make sense. Stable teleportation magic between the two spaces would leave them entirely contained. You think that this
I can't prove, what that is. It's just the rumors that we've been thinking. We have some people in there too.
So, like, if somebody was theoretically going to hypothetically try to get into the tower by going through the keep, how would you hypothetically recommend they do that?
I don't know. None of the people that have ever been there have come back yet. So that's odd. I've heard that the Blackthorns have been taking people in and out lately. Sometimes prisoners are transferred to different places in town, but there's a very heavy guard patrol when they do. They take them into bombastic spirits. It's a kind of a small, really highfalutin eatery.
Was it Blackthorn or Blackwood was the name of the family?
Black Thorn, I think.
Okay, I might have been wrong. I was just trying to make sure. Is this? I'm even good with just yada yadaing. This should be the same family.
Yes,
around.
it should definitely be. Maybe I'm thinking of Critical Role's Blackwood family, but this is Blackthorn.
That's fine.
Briarwood, I think, right?
Oh, those are Briarwoods. Yeah. So we're totally different.
Wait, is he saying metagame? I'm confused. Is he saying the Blackthorns are helping people or have been taking prisoners into the prison?
They're helping escort prisoners out of the prison to this place called the Bombastic Spirits, which
and that's at the behest of the Gaholnians. They're helping the Gaholnians with that.
Okay. Yes, yeah.
So, we've encountered a family Blackthorn that ran a hospitality inn tavern thing before. They seemed quite helpful. Here, are they the allies of the Gaholnian nobility?
Well,
it was Blackwood before.
It was okay. So
Blackwood.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. So we'll go back to Blackwood. Let's go. The Blackwood family. Look there. I think. Now I might sound a bit crazy, but I ain't ever heard of that family putting anyone in the ground. You know what I mean? There's never been a funeral for a Blackwood in this city. And I don't know exactly what that means. It just means
are these the vampires you were talking about before?
Yes, the one.
Holy shit, vampires. I thought we were just talking about old folk. But
what, people just live to be how old? I mean, I guess elves are older. The elves?
Yeah, it's probably 100 years or so.
Why did the Blackwoods turn up at the beginning of every season when Burbage has disappeared and everybody's looking for him.
Maybe there's a secret reason.
Who are you
He didn't hear
talking
that.
to, Gavin?
Sorry. Sometimes the spirits. Sometimes you're chasing a man, and you're the man you're chasing. And you just can't quite catch him, know what I'm saying?
Are we sure that we should trust this guy's information?
Yeah, you can trust me. I'm fine.
Ask him to say, one of the characters was there. Please ask him to say, time is a flat circle.
I don't know. I'm finding him oddly comforting. What with the loss of Theodruxac.
You see, time is a flat circle.
Okay, I need you to stop that though.
Thank you, Andy.
Sometimes you're on the bottom, sometimes you're on the top, right? bottom, top, middle. All right.
This is great.
You know what I'm saying?
This
No,
has just
I have
become,
no idea what you're saying.
This has just become Andy as free associating through Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he's weird, but yeah, he's not quite this weird.
What was the name of the club that Brennan was supposed to like go to and be like, "Look, I did the thing."
She called it the Throb.
Right.
That's why we thought it was a sex club.
Yeah. Charity's gonna
I'm
sort
not
of pause.
convinced it's not.
Do you this what is it? Bombastic
Spirits. Yeah.
spirits? The bombastic spirit. Is it related in any way to a place called Throb?
Oh, the Throb. Yeah. Actually, me and my friends have been trying to dissect the Blackwood corporations. I think the bombastic spirits are just a cover for what's underneath. The Throb, something secret and mysterious. Something that prying eyes can't locate.
So we have a clan of vampires running eateries and secret clubs that they name Throb, of all things.
I think it's a sex club or something. I don't know.
While
I mean,
working-
if they're vampires, they could just like throb in veins.
That's fair.
Ooh.
But why are there prisoners being brought to the bombastic spirits? Does anyone see them again?
Yeah, I thought nobody left the keep or the prisons. It was seen again, so how are they leaving the prisons and going to the spirits? I'm confused.
They're not seen. It's just every once in a while, a black carriage with many armed guards and a few of them vampires just go ahead and slowly roll out of the keep right over to them bombastic spirits. I think probably to go down to the Throb.
Or presumably they get eaten.
Or something.
That's
what
So you've just fully bought into this whole vampire thing already. At first you were surprised, and now you're just like, yeah, they're vampires.
I just didn't want to say it out loud. But all right, we're here. Let's just do it. Let's just get it all out. You know what I'm saying?
Once you say it out loud, they can come for you.
Nah, not here, lady. Little one, look underneath these rugs. That's what I do. I keep all the ears out of my place. Talk about anything we want down here.
I'm also just having a really hard time because every time I'm interacting with this character, I'm just hearing Boji.
Boji's really close.
So I'm just like
another character.
I'm like, nope. Dude seems way less amoral. Gotta keep that in mind. We need to get in. We need to
get into the Throb. We need to throb.
Okay, you need to get into the Throb. Well, maybe you get yourselves caught, and maybe they'll escort you there personally.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
I'm gonna have to say agree on that one, because that feels like ending up very incapacitated. I was more hoping to get to our friends and the other political prisoners and sort of, murder all of the guards, as opposed to
I mean, the reason so many people are scared to even talk outside, this place is run by powerful people. I don't think just an assault, no matter how strong you are, right? They could fend off 5 or 6 dragons without breaking a sweat.
We need to get in, get them, and then get out, hopefully getting as many as we can along the way. Surely, within certain levels, their defenses have to be weaker than other places.
Look, you trying to get into the keep, at least first? There is a ball tomorrow night. I might be able to get a couple tickets. 2 is the max I can get. But I think it'd get you at least through the doors. If that's something you want to do.
We can work with 2.
Listen, you got any extra cash then that I might be able to use to procure said tickets? I don't know if I can do it on my own.
Money, apparently.
You have a lot of money.
No, I mean, I have very little money.
Oh, you have very little money.
How much money do I need to have?
500 gold, probably. I could pay the right people, swing the right doors in our
For
direction.
500 gold, can't you get us 3 tickets? As you can see, there are 3 of us.
No, the people I have in mind only have 2 tickets themselves.
It's okay,
They are-
Orange. I can tie you to my body, and then we're one person.
Anyway, so you were saying about 500?
Yeah, about 500 gold, I could probably do it. Whatever you need. Get the tickets. I can have them here, waiting for you with the missus out front by about noon tomorrow.
Would there be any advantage to having more funds in terms of being able to get us in any other restricted areas, etc.?
I could give you a couple military uniforms, maybe. That might help you slip past in some areas where maybe normal ball folk ain't supposed to go.
Tell me, is the keep heavily defended in ways like this? Pointing down at these kinds of wards. At the, like, wards with divination. Specifically, traveling perhaps in other planes.
Well, I've not ever been in the keep. I don't know, but I would imagine you need to imagine any kind of defense you could have and go ahead and assume that they've made it.
Neat.
Can I just get really nervous for a second and pull out my lantern of revealing and just kind of shine it around the room?
Okay. You're supposed
Shows
to,
me invisible creatures and objects within 30 feet.
Okay. You scan the room, and as you get to your back right corner, there's nothing there either. Yeah, so you're good. Nothing to be seen.
Charity will hand him or slide him 700 gold. Anything that you think that can help? Any ideas that you have? You have the budget for it.
Yeah, I'll contemplate on this. Give my crew tonight. We see what we can do for you.
Where's, I guess, since we're waiting till tomorrow, a good, like, less not safe place to stay.
A not safe place to stay?
No, a good less not safe.
Less not safe.
A less not safe place.
Another way of expressing that would be a safer place to stay than just the run-of-the-mill Wagelter everyone is listening in.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I can hear it in your voice now. I just probably should have put it all together, but I didn't. Sorry about that. Now, listen. I know a family that runs a nice hot pot restaurant a little bit further north. It's called the Yummy Tummy Hot Pot. Damn it.
You could not do it with a straight face.
I couldn't do it with this accent. Shit.
I don't think I've ever seen Andy just snap break so quickly.
That was incredible.
God damn it. All right. They call it Yummy Tummy Hot Pot. Is the name of the place. And listen, they nice folk. They'll set you up with a place upstairs. But you know, it ain't gonna be fashioned the way my basement is here. So you be careful how you talk. Yeah.
Can we stay in your basement?
I mean, I assume so. I'm gonna have people in and out of here all night because we got some things to discuss.
Just mime at each other, so that we can just stay down here and you can stay up there and mime.
I suppose it's possible, but it threatens the likelihood that we might be able to get your tickets.
I don't want that.
See what I'm saying?
Fine.
Yeah, well, you all need to kind of like birds leave the nest, launch yourselves, because right now we have a failure to launch situation.
I wouldn't.
God damn it.
I would go with neither metaphors nor references. Both are going to be lost.
Failure to launch.
But
So I still don't see what we're supposed to do with 3 of us and 2 tickets.
Can we shrink you, Clem? How's about big? You can fit in my backpack, right?
I actually can cast Reduce on myself and make myself even smaller.
Okay, we're good then.
I believe in you. All right.
Thanks, Gavin.
You're welcome. But I can get your names if you feel comfortable. Well, I think Storm Mountain Baller over here.
Snow Mountain.
Snow Mountain Baller. No reason I said Storm.
Wrath.
Forget that. Wrath, I know. What about you, little one? What do they call you?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. And you made fun of Gavin? Look, no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. I'm just saying. All right.
Hachi Machi.
I think we've hit that point in our interaction where we'll go to this hot pot, get accommodations. You can send us word if there's anything that requires our attention. And by noon tomorrow, we will plan to arrive for tickets, uniforms, and any other accoutrement that you've been able to acquire.
All right. Sounds good to me.
I can bring all my stuff with me, right?
I mean, hopefully. That's a lot of stuff for a little person to carry.
It's all important.
You also seem a bit familiar. We ever met? I feel like we met.
How old are you?
30s.
Yeah, no, we haven't met.
I know. Right on. All right. Is there anything you need from me, or can we break?
I think we should be good. I appreciate the information and assistance.
You're welcome. All right, Lincoln Lawyer.
I just love that is a thing of Andy's, where whenever he's doing references at the end, he'll always just add one that he could not fit in anywhere.
Rachel sees a pattern. And actually, this is probably a good place to take a break real quick. We're going to go ahead and manage our fluids, like you should do. And that sounded a little bit more like Bob Hope, like you should do. But we're going to go ahead and manage our fluids, and we'll be right back. Bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Why, hello there. How are you?
Oh, Jesus.
My name is Andrew, and I'm taking you on a magical journey. Follow me.
This face, too. The face is really what makes it.
Follow me.
Makes.
Yeah. So, welcome back. I hope all of your fluids were managed to perfection. And so it looks like everyone who's in Wagelter has a chance to maybe get into the keep with a massive ball that's thrown. They're going to be dealing with that while we turn over to Burbage and Hakari. So Burbage, Hakari, you're just sitting here contemplating what your next move is. You luckily believe Burbage is alive, but you're not sure when exactly he'll wake up or what's going on. You do have your divine intervention for today still, because it's been almost a week since you used it last time.
Used it for what, Andy?
Used it to put dust in a bowl in a dream world that didn't even exist.
Yep.
So...
Actually, would divine intervention have even helped if we were in the dream world at that time?
It's a fucking god.
Yeah, the guy can access the dream world, sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't get gods in D&D, but whatever.
They're just like gods in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Incredibly powerful,
Except they actually do things.
assholes.
You pray hard enough, and 1 out of 100 times they'll come and do exactly what you want.
That resonates.
Aww. So, Hakari, you're just kind of contemplating what to do next, what your next move is, and you hear just a little bit of a murmur from Burbage as he sleeps, which sounds like...
Oh, am I supposed to be on stream? Am I supposed to be in the stream? Oh, I just want to sleep a bit longer.
And at this point, Hakari, you think you could probably wake him up with a vigorous shake.
Okay, so I'm gonna vigorously shake him.
And you're awake, Burbage. Back in the cell.
Burbage, shh. Shush. Are you okay? Shh. Burbage. I think they did a number on you, but be quiet, Burbage. Be quiet.
Burbage is just like staring up at Hakari. I think Burbage is like kind of like he's on his neck and his head is kind of coiled up into his like chest a bit, so like his neck fat is just like really prominent, and he's just like looking up at Hakari with like the widest eyes ever, just like he has no idea what he's supposed to be doing. Do you want me to answer your questions or be quiet? What is happening? What is this incredible pain in my stomach, chest? Where was I stabbed?
Through the middle.
Right in my middle. Oh,
So
man.
It just went right through.
Back, spine, liver, kidneys.
This is the most pathetic Burbage has ever looked in the campaign.
Oh,
It's just like, what is happening?
Burbage, it's gonna be okay. Just talk in a whisper.
What's going on? I broke us out of jail, right? I broke us out. I was. Yeah. Right.
No.
I broke
It's
off
okay.
the bar. I broke off the bar with my super strength.
Yeah. But we're still in jail.
Oh, fuck me.
But they think you're dead, so you can't move. I've got a plan, and it might be kind of scary, but just play dead. And if I say pineapples, then that means you still play dead, I guess, because you have a spear through you.
Is the
I
spear?
forgot he got stabbed.
Is the spear still in me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay? Like, can you move at all?
I don't know, and I don't even want to try.
Okay. Just
So
lay there.
when you say pineapples, I just keep acting dead. Nothing happens.
Yeah, I'll just say pineapples before I'm gonna do anything. And then you'll know that it might be kind of scary, but don't be scared.
All right. Okay, Hakari.
And don't die on me, Burbage. God damn it, don't die on me!
Hakari.
Slap him in the face.
Hakari, who the fuck is Herb Lavender?
Do I know who Herb Lavender is?
Hakari barely remembers that name. Also, Hakari or Kari Daytona sounds familiar, but not quite.
Yeah. I think it was just you while we were being interrogated. I think they put us in some sort of other, like, world. It's gonna be okay, though. Like, someone's gonna come, and I'm gonna pretend that you're dead and that I'm really, really sad, and then something horrifyingly exciting hopefully will happen.
Horrifyingly exciting. Okay, cool. This Burbage is nodding, and I would like to amend the earlier description of Burbage. Yes, his head is like weirdly just like tucked into his chest. His eyes are wide, and he has like 5 dicks drawn on his face. Obviously.
So
Rachel's eyes.
My brain was like, Burbage has 5 dicks? Oh, drawn on his face.
Is there anything, like, did they bind up? I mean, if he got stabbed, did you say through his liver?
Through everything.
Okay, he would be, like, bleeding out by now. He wouldn't be...
He would. But he the sweater knit it back together. The sweater.
Oh, I forgot about the sweater.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, how is he not dead?
Yeah,
I totally forgot about the sweater.
And
even though I
importantly,
asked about
they
it.
intended him to be dead.
Yeah.
All right, I did see in the Twitch chat something about the sweater, like knitting his flesh together, and I thought that was just like a joke. I had no. So now I finally know exactly what the sweater does, and that is
yes.
That's great. Kind of grotesque, but awesome.
So he's not laying there, like, bleeding to death. Obviously. His wounds are kind of healed. Okay, so, amendment, Burbage. When I yell pineapples, jump up and jump on my back.
All right, okay, I'll do that. And Hakari.
Yeah.
Just please don't, whatever happens, don't have this storyline end with me without you, because I'm in a sweater poorly knit, and this joke is for literally nobody but me.
Yeah.
Burbage closes his eyes.
Moving on from that successful joke. So about 25 minutes later, you're both just kind of, you've been reminiscing slightly, you've been catching up in the hour you haven't seen him, and
While he's pretending to be dead.
yeah, you tell him a little bit about Enyor, the woman that seems to want to help, but also very literal about her helping. She seems off. She seems like she's not great. And then you eventually hear kind of the clanking of guards coming back. And what would you like to do?
I just say, okay, Burbage, now act dead. No matter what they do, act dead.
Burbage acts dead. And you said that on pineapples, he's supposed to jump up on your back?
Yes.
Okay.
From wherever I am, or at least, like, run towards me.
Sure.
And then I'll put you on my back. depending on what happens.
So the guard that you had seen earlier, the woman, has brought back food, and she kind of, if you're looking at her at all, she would smile and wink at you. Otherwise, she'll just kind of clang on the bars, trying to get your attention. What are you doing?
I'm like bent, my back is to the door, and I'm bent over Burbage, and I'm like, my shoulders are going up and down, like I'm like crying.
Okay, give me either performance or deception check. With an 11 deception. All right. So
I am helping her in this deception. Burbage is acting really, really dead.
that's okay. That's true. I'll give you advantage on that. So a 15 on the deception. That changes things. So the guard kind of clangs and clangs and clangs against the bars, and sees you there, and kind of and shoves underneath a small little opening in the bars at the very bottom, underneath the gate. She just shoves kind of your food in there. Some of the potatoes spilling out onto the floor, and oh no, yeah, I was gonna say. And then what are you doing?
I just turn my head slightly towards the door and say, Can't you see my friend is dead? Can you have some respect? And I'm willing to talk. Just tell who is it? Do I know the person's name?
Lycos?
Yeah. Tell Lycos I'm willing to talk, okay? Just get him here. Get the guards here, whoever. Like...
I ran into Enyor, who said you might want to talk. So I did bring a representative here to speak to you if you'd like.
Fine, just send him in, whatever.
So she'll step aside, and this very, very tall kind of male figure steps up, and he says, well, I believe you're ready to talk to me. So, how about you spill it?
Are they outside the door?
They're outside the bars, the door.
Okay. I'm only gonna talk if you just take his body out. I can't deal with it.
Give me a deception check now, with advantage again.
My computer is so slow.
A 21 deception. You see the figure slowly, maybe roll his eyes a little bit, but he nods at the gate in the direction of Gilly. So Gilly kind of steps up. The guard is named Gilly. I don't know if I said that, but Gilly steps up and unlocks the gate, pulls it open, and steps back. And at this, this very tall man will slip inside very cautiously, looking at you. Gilly, you can hear a sword being drawn. Gilly's watching you, and then he'll kind of lean over to pick up Burbage.
Okay, so wait, Gilly's in there? Or the other...
The tall man, yeah.
Lycos. Or no, the representative. Okay, so he's in there with me now.
Yes.
The door is open.
Yes, Gilly's right outside.
Okay. You see my shoulders kind of go up and down with like a big sigh. And then I'm just silent.
So he'll lean over and begin to pick up Burbage in his arms.
Werebear activate!
What did you say?
Werebear activate!
Werebear activate. That was not our code word, so Burbage is still unconscious. Well, not unconscious, but
Yeah, you're still dead.
okay.
And I turned into a hybrid of a werebear in Hakari.
So
Wait,
this
you learned how to do that?
well,
Hakari has had plenty of time in jail.
Yeah. There you go.
Andy's shaking his head. What's happening?
this is the first time this has happened since you were a full bear.
Yeah, I guess I've never used it before. Did I have to use?
Yeah, just the one time by accident. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw to see if you can maintain any semblance of consciousness.
She's gonna eat Burbage like a poo-poo bladder. I'm just.
I'm a hybrid.
The blood's gonna smell so good.
That's a 14. You don't have any semblance of consciousness at the moment, and I need you to make 2 claw attacks, one against Burbage and one against the man holding.
But does she have an do they actually have inspiration? I guess. Well, does Hakari have the
Darcy,
inspiration?
do you have inspiration?
Well, before that, I'm a hybrid. I'm not full werebear. You know that, right? I was going for hybrid, not full werebear.
Not full bear.
Yeah.
Yes.
We bears.
Okay, but I thought as a hybrid I could think more clearly.
Not yet. You're still
Oh,
pretty
okay.
low.
So what am I doing again?
Hold on. I really don't want a werebear to be attacking Burbage right now. I believe I have inspiration from said use divine intervention to put dust into a dream bowl scenario. Hakari might very well have inspiration also, but I will go ahead and give you mine. Go ahead and use mine first.
Do I have inspiration? Because maybe I do. I don't have it on my sheet.
I actually don't think you do, because I think when that was happening, you had rolled low on something, and I said to Andy, I'm like, for the love of God, they're using a divine intervention to put dust in a bowl. You need to, by your rules, this is an inspiration situation. 100%. And then you instantly used it.
But so I do have it, so go ahead and re-roll your wisdom save, Darcy.
Better.
Sorry, that was intelligence.
Damn! Better!
It's still so many rolls.
That was so worth
25.
my inspiration. I feel so good about this.
Thank you.
With a 25, your pure black eyes snap shut and open, and the red irises of Hakari are visible in these eyes of a bear. You have complete control over what you are doing, and you just gained a lycanthrope level for doing this. So, why don't we go ahead and roll initiative at this point, all of you?
All of
us?
Even
me?
Not quite. Yeah, well, just these people.
Kitty in the background.
$21 for Burbage.
You have to click on your token to do it. Yeah, good.
So
Bear.
Nice.
All right. Burbage Kemp, you are able to go first.
Okay. Werebear
Over
initiate? Well, you said werebear initiate? Activate. Okay. Burbage is still waking up and is thinking on the fly.
Okay.
And is going to attack without any weapons, presumably. Attack the gentleman. Has he already kind of started to pick me up?
Yes, you are in his arms at this point.
Am I grappled?
No, he didn't think you were moving.
He wasn't trying to restrain you.
That's true. All right. Yeah, I will try to break his neck.
Okay, you're gonna try to punch him hard.
Oh yeah, D&D doesn't allow us to break people's
You
necks.
straight up break necks, but you can attack him certainly. All right, give me an attack roll with advantage because he had no clue you were alive.
Should I just use strength or
Yes,
a weapon attack?
strength check.
Ugh, a 10.
A 10 just misses this individual. He does not have armor at all, but yeah, he is now quick on his feet a little bit, and he drops you to the ground when you swing at him. I'm afraid that came to nothing. You do have movement left, Burbage.
And a bonus action.
And a bonus action.
Indeed.
You do see a dagger sort of flitting, glinting inside his cloak.
Sure. So, does are we able to say that he still doesn't know I'm alive?
What? If you want to keep acting like a zombie, maybe.
I'm just picturing Burbage doing the Thriller dance.
Right?
But attempting to, like, club the person with his arms.
Yeah, I will try to take the. Well, no, like this is a big moment where Burbage is revealing that he's not dead. But I can't think of a way to justify a dead body having tried to punch him.
Yeah, I can't either.
Maybe he did that, and Burbage is like, it's just like trying to disguise it as like a death throw, you know?
Oh, so you're not... Yeah, so he dropped you on the ground, and you're just now, like, maybe twitching a little bit and releasing some air, trying to act still dead.
Yeah, just some post-mortem, just like gases. Yeah,
just gases releasing the body. Sure.
Gaseous spasms.
Yeah, gaseous spasms. Give me a performance or deception at disadvantage.
Can he get advantage if he defecates on himself?
He can get normal roll for that. Right now he's at disadvantage.
16 deception.
A 16 for deception. He is honestly at this point much more concerned at the bear that's Tree's trapped in the room with. So your little spasming thing, he doesn't seem to pay any attention to. You're not exactly sure if it fooled him or if he's just scared shitless now.
Okay, now can I still try to take that dagger?
No, I think that was kind of your cunning action to play dead, essentially here.
So now I just have movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
And are dead.
And I'm still dead. All right, let's say that Burbage now sees the error in his ways. He's gonna wait, can a werewolf even talk? If Hakari wanted to say pineapples at this point, could she? We can hear neither of you.
I'm also suspicious about how still Darcy is in there.
Right. I think it's frozen. So Darcy's gonna try to come back.
I can't do anything. My whole screen is
We'll shut down the computer and we'll come back in.
press this.
And then, yeah, so...
So, Andy, but can you answer that question? Could Hakari even...
You've never heard someone afflicted with lycanthrope speak during their transformation.
So, can
Okay. Then, fuck. Oh God. All right. Burbage. Is Burbage inside the cell or outside the cell?
Inside the cell, yeah.
All right. Burbage is going to roll out of the cell. Can in his movement of rolling out of the cell, can he try to roll right into the legs of Gilly?
Yeah, still trying to be dead? Like
No, not anymore.
Okay. Then yes,
because there's no reason now to try to stay dead. If the word pineapples is not getting spoken, then we're thinking on the fly here.
All right. Yeah, you 100% can roll up and bump into the legs of Gilly.
But like with force.
Not for damage.
Not damage, just trying to like
trip her up a little?
Trip her, yeah.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
You're being so kind, Andy. Burbage is...
Oh, movement.
This turn has been a journey.
Yeah, it has. Burbage is almost as out of it as I am.
Goes from dead to falcon punch, back to dead to, like, leg trip.
21 acrobatics. Yeah, you kind of tumble a little bit, slam into one of the legs of Gilly, who, even in armor, drops to one knee entirely.
But I would like to say that if the deception check can still apply, like that was again just a gas spasm. Like the body is just. Have you ever seen Swiss Army Man?
Yes. Yeah.
He's being fueled by.
Sure.
Post-mortem gases. It's very natural.
At this point, Burbage believes everyone thinks he's dead.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Little do we know that whenever Burbage rolls a deception check, it's actually against himself.
Deceiving himself. And Darcy, I can even roll for you if you'd like, but what would you like your bear to do?
Is Burbage right beside me?
Yes.
Not
I like
anymore.
shake my head and I yell, pineapples!
Okay.
But
so,
oh,
you can just climb up my back because you already kind of. I don't know
now
if they know
I
you.
just want to hear the bear sounds trying to sound out pineapple.
Pineapple! Roar! Lena would do a better job of that.
You're great. You can even pick Burbage up. You can.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna pick him up and set him on my back. Let's just do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go, pineapples, and then I just.
All right. Yeah. So he's kind of in the doorway of the.
So just hang on to my fur.
So you pick him up, put him on your back, and would you like to move, or are you?
Oh, then I want to try and claw at this guy.
Let's do it.
Can you roll it for me? Because
Totally.
between these two computers,
You're good.
I get
claw or bite attack.
I get 2 claw attacks, right?
Yes.
Only 1 bite.
Yep.
Let's try claws.
Okay. So you hit with both, doing a total of 20 slashing damage. So please explain how you kill this guy. Paint me a picture.
Oh wow. What does he look like again? Just tell me what kind of humanoid he is.
Yeah, he's a tall human with kind of greasy, long, dark hair, and yeah, wearing very ornate clothes.
Okay, I just wanted to check again. So yeah, the first slash, I slash him in the face, and this is really gross. There's half of his face is just slashed and hanging, kind of strips of flesh are hanging down, and he's like, ah! And then I slash him across the stomach, and all his innards come out, and then he drops to his knees and is like, trying to put it back into himself, and he can't.
I love it. That's gruesome.
It's very gruesome.
All right.
Bear attacks are gruesome.
Jesus, I'm gonna roll an intimidation check for the bear then, because that was terrifying.
And then after that, I put up my claws and go, "Rawr."
With advantage. Interesting. At this, Gilly, on one knee, because she was tripped up by Burbage, it drops her sword and shield and now scrambles away, trying to run. If you'd like to pursue, that's up to you.
Not really.
Okay.
Well, how far? She's trying to run. How far can I go as a bear? Like, can I move pretty quickly?
Your movement is 30 feet.
Gotta be faster than
40.
a scrambling on somebody who's scrambling on one knee.
40 feet in hybrid form.
So I could catch up with her.
Yes.
And I don't know where I am, right? Like, I'm just in a cell somewhere. I don't know, like, the way out, or...
Correct.
Is there anyone else out in the hallway? Like, can I see? As she's scrambling out?
I'll put you in the hallway here, too. Give you a little bit of vision. All right. Yeah, so you catch up to her pretty quickly.
I grabbed her sword, by the way. Can I do that? Grab her sword and then run after her?
Sure.
Okay.
You have plenty of movement left. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
A bear with a sword.
So in your hybrid form, yeah, you're standing on two legs. You bend down, grab the sword, Burbage on your back, and you're rushing up behind this guard who's trying to crawl away as fast as possible. She just hears this thump, 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 thump behind her. And you raise your sword in the air, growling horribly. And we're going to cut there and go to the other group. Clem.
Good job, Darcy. We did it.
Yes.
Together. Teamwork.
Woo!
Clem, Charity, and Stormbringer. You are planning for the night, trying to put your best foot forward, as it were, at the ball tomorrow. So what are all of you trying to do?
So we're going to end up with 2 invitations to the ball.
And then we're gonna shrink orange and put them in my bag or under my shirt. How small can you make yourself orange?
Rachel's face.
Every time Lena speaks, I'm just like,
yeah.
My character sheet closed itself, so let me just open it again.
Roll20's doing great tonight.
It's been rough for me. The entire screen is black. I don't know if you have a map on or anything like that, but it is defo just a big black screen.
Yeah, it's still the other one. You're not even in there.
It's a black screen.
Yes, so we'll do that.
Let's see. Okay. Enlarge, reduce. Reduce the target. Oh, my size would be halved in all dimensions.
So you'd be like 2 feet, right? And I'm like
that's around where
7 feet.
That's around where she starts.
I thought she was 4 feet tall. How tall are you?
I am 3'1", actually. Right, because I'm exactly 1 inch taller than Burbage.
So you'd be like 1.5 feet, and I'm like 7.5 feet tall. Pretty sure I can just fit you under my shirt and just make them think that I've got a bit of belly.
could we sort of work Clem into being, I don't know, some sort of elaborate hairpiece?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Just a 1.5 foot tall hairpiece.
Yeah. Do you want
Strange
to do my
bags.
hair?
I mean...
You already got a lot of hair. I could probably just wrap myself in it some.
Weave the beard in a little bit for a highlight.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, you'll have both white and ginger.
Okay, so we put you in my hair, and then we kill everybody.
You're okay if your hair gets dirty, right? I got a lot of things here with me. Some of them are sticky.
Wash it. Yeah, I can wash it.
Question, Clem. You seem to produce,
Also, her name's Orange.
Orange, and we should remember that, this is not a place for talking openly. And Charity's gonna, write down, essentially, I'm going to describe what Charity is writing, but Charity is writing the things that I'm saying. Clem, you make potions. Any of those potentially useful in this?
So I'm still not super great at making potions, and I can't really just choose which ones to make. So sometimes I can transform a person for 10 minutes. Sometimes.
That seems like that could be useful. We could...
Yeah, but it's just kind of a luck of the potion draw, you know.
Do you have any other spells that might be useful?
God, no.
God, no.
I can heal. I can throw some acid arrows. I can make a little. I could turn this this here flower into a little servant that walks around for me.
That could be quite useful in terms of determining where inside the keep the teleportation is.
Hey, we're not trying to teleport. We're trying to have a really banger time at this party and eat lots of, little tiny food. So it would help with determining where the little tiny food is to eat.
I'm writing all of this.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Everything Charity is saying is being written.
Is everything Clem is saying being written back?
I'm just kind of pushing the paper over to someone after I address
So-
like,
But
a
I
question.
feel like
I
you
just,
would
like,
still
staring.
respond to our written stuff with
voice.
I thought I might have heard a raccoon, but it's not.
Yeah, raccoon.
I'm keeping an eye out for you, Lena.
Thank you.
So, we're gonna try to fashion Clem into a hat / hairpiece. Then we're
Clementine wig.
Clementine wig. Gambit.
That's good.
Then we're gonna get into the party, and then we're going to have a couple of military uniforms so that we can maybe glide through some places, and then we're going to hopefully find the teleportation circle to get to the sealed tower, murder a whole bunch of people there, and either find Burbage and Hakari alive and well, or come back and murder a whole bunch more people here.
How do we get out once we do all the murdering? I'm assuming it might be harder to like fight our way out.
I mean,
I think Hakari.
I guess I don't have to talk like that if I'm writing. Oh god, I don't remember my normal Stormbringer voice. I think Hakari can
activate the pineapple protocol.
yeah, can teleport us home if Hakari's alive. If not, I think we just kill everybody.
So
Am I supposed to be in your head the whole time, or is that just to get in?
No,
I
I think once we're inside the big tower, I'd let you out of my hair.
or even really once we're inside the keep, you could at least transfer over to Seamus.
We'll see how comfortable a ride it is.
Outside of that, I think we probably try to leave. If we're going to teleport back, we need to make sure that Bully is with us and preferably Clue, so that they can come back with us.
How do we
I wear him. He's always with me.
To a tower? Can we bring the horse to the ball?
Charity's just gonna... I think he's like right there. Sort of waving at like some air.
He like shimmers into existence for just a second and pops out again.
Are we having this discussion at like Hot Pot, whatever? Yummy Tummy Hot Pot?
Yeah, we're in the rooms at Yummy Tummy Hot Pot, I assume.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. You'd gone into Yummy Tummy Hot Pot.
And I assumed we just sort of introduced ourselves as like, Gavin suggested that these would be good accommodations and dining.
Of course, come in.
Good, there's the voice.
Upstairs, please. I will bring a hot pot for you. That was really yummy for you. If you're okay with that. Okay.
I didn't catch a word you just said.
Yummy for your tummy. Hot pot. That's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to bring one for you. But please, upstairs.
And upstairs won't have the enchantments that...
Yeah, and that's why we were writing still.
Yeah.
But
it's at least private.
Yeah. Look around. Okay, so... I don't know. There doesn't seem to me to be a great deal else that we can do here. It seems likely that the proprietors of the club are not going to be... I'm trying to be sort of circumspect even writing this. Are not going to be amenable to what we're going for, given everything that we've been told. And it seems like the family we came to visit isn't really going to be a factor helping us, so mostly it seems like we're going to get in and hopefully get ourselves and a lot of other people out.
Yeah, sounds about right. Wait, are we gonna like empty the whole prison?
That was my goal.
Nice.
This place could use a revolution.
Yeah, fuck them up a bit. But how do we know which ones are criminals and who gives a shit?
Well, we kind of had gotten the implication, I thought, from talking to Brennan, that the only people in, like, this section of the prison were more the political prisoners or people being imprisoned to put pressure on other family members to, like, go do quests.
Correct. There's probably a barracks, like jail, also for just common criminals and stuff. But yeah, this was a special prison area.
Gotcha.
So as you're talking about this, you hear some commotion outside the window out on the street. And it's getting toward evening at this point. And so you see a lamplighter just lighting a lamp, not the rat, but the lamp. And that's my second... Anyway.
Your second what?
My second reference to Muppet Christmas Carol this week.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So a lamplighter's lighting, and behind him then you see a centaur being shoved out into like just a little bit of a cross street intersection area, and a couple more lights kind of click on when they hear the commotion because a few people are yelling here. And the centaur is interesting folk. They have attributes of their self that appear more feminine and masculine, not necessarily something entirely in between, but entirely like a very masculine voice and a bit of a beard, while wearing some more feminine clothes, while wearing two boots on their hooves. That are more masculine boots. They just seem to be very free in their gender expression.
Boots on their hooves?
Yes, boots on their hooves.
How do those... Okay.
Well, that also seems to be...
Virgil has questions.
That also seems to be part of the problem, because the person shoving this centaur around is a pretty burly shoemaker who's saying, you cannot buy boots for hooves. You are literally an animal. And he shouts back, I am no such thing. I'm not an animal. I am something entirely different. I am me. I am beautiful, and I can do whatever I'd like, and don't need you to dictate what I need to do. So there. So I think all of us, everyone in this establishment, everyone on the street, it seems, I am a hero to them. I'm here to set everyone free. Free of whatever sort of oppression that stalks you. Sure, they can hear us right now, but they can't dictate what you wear or how you express yourself. At least not yet. We should keep it that way. And at this, Shoemaker is drawn a sword.
How far away are they?
They are probably about 30 or 40 feet from you.
And like we're up in the building looking down on them in the street.
Yeah, the window is open here for some fresh air.
Does the shoemaker, you said, has drawn a blade, and would I assume looks to have intent to use it?
Does, yeah. He does. He looks that angry. He's just kind of steaming,
so I should,
slowly approaching.
I should help with this, right?
Well, I mean, yes and no, because what about our plan, and what if bad things happen to us?
Subtly was my goal.
Oh, we can be subtle?
Good question.
Charity will sort of close over. I assume most of the windows are like, maybe even, you were saying lights were coming on, but maybe people are even like opening windows and looking out. Like, I'm kind of assuming there's this like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Doing that and not being subtle so that like when I cast the spell, I want to be sort of as far back as I can be to still see him. So I'm well inside the room, probably not very visible. But then walking over as I keep focusing on the spell, so I just look like I'm gawking out the window at this. I'm going to cast telekinesis.
Okay.
And he's going to need, the shoemaker will need to make a contested strength check with me.
Oh, shoemakers are notoriously strong. I'm sure this will go fine. 10. He rolled a 10.
12. It's about as low as I can roll on charisma.
Yeah. You pick him up or do whatever you'd like with him.
So if he was sort of advancing with his blade drawn, he's now just frozen.
Okay. He's standing there. And at this, the centaur, oh, what, cat has your tongue now? You can't have a witty retort back to me? Have I made you speechless? And no response. He's just kind of grunting and trying to move and definitely try to attack this guy.
Technically speaking, he gets to contest it every 6 seconds. I don't know how you want to roll,
sure.
How we want to do that. I will be now, as after the centaur has gotten in this jibe, I sort of pictured him with, like an arm up, he was almost sort of like mid-swing menace, sort of. I'm just going to sort of have him start turning slowly like a little like ballerina in a music box.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Not super strong. Yeah, he's making this ballerina movement. He even sort of like, you kind of force one of his hands on his head a little bit as he's turning and swiveling here. And at this you hear a screeching and a loud thump on your very own roof. And you hear then clatter of an armored figure getting off of it onto the roof of your building. And then he kind of leaps past your window down onto the ground.
Yeah.
And the centaur, oh, so glad that you've come. This young man was trying to tell me that I couldn't wear boots on all 4 of my feet. Can you believe that? not boots on all four of my feet. And their feet, they're not just hooves. I'm a person. And you hear the guard, fuck you, you're not a person. You're a fucking centaur. I'm sorry, sir, has this guy been giving you trouble? The centaur is just like, how dare you say that? And at this, the guard pulls a sword. I think it's time for you to fuck off, yeah? You don't need none of this. Stop leaving this man. Leave him to his business, yeah? The centaur actually kind of looks a little dejected. Actually starts kind of looking at the windows around him. Makes eye contact with you, whoever's looking out the window up there.
How far away are we?
To the guard, about 30 feet.
Can I cast a large reduce on the guard?
You certainly can.
Just to make him itty bitty.
You certainly can.
Are my spells still not showing up?
No, it actually did.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Yeah, I
So
forgot.
it's
It didn't just say transmutation.
Is it a wisdom save? Strength save? No, what is it?
Constitution.
Constitution. Thank you.
I was trying to scan that first paragraph. I'm like, why did they not, I don't know, put text in bold? Something to help.
He rolled a 12.
Nope, it's a 17. So
Oh
he
my
is.
gosh.
I reduced him. So now, as he's trying to be all like buff and stuff and like intimidating to the centaur, he just goes and just shrinks down to half his size.
All right.
In all dimensions.
So you've shrunk him down to an itty bitty size. You even hear him. Oh, that's not funny. That's not funny at all. I hate you. Whoever did that. There will be repercussions. Well, not like you. And at this, he's trying to get back up on the roof, but he's entirely too short. And the centaur sort of wanders over to him. Oh, dear, my poor dear, my poor dear. Allow me to help. And he lifts him up so that he can jump onto the roof.
God, I want the griffin to just straight up eat this dude. They're like, oh, look, vermin.
I would hold on tight to those reins. Letting go for even a split second may prove highly dangerous. And at this, you hear the taking off of your roof. The centaur sort of looks around and kind of proclaims, whomever has done this, you have my deepest sympathies, my greatest regards. I would hide for a bit. It seems like that would piss a lot of people off. But I do appreciate it. And he kind of wanders by the frozen still shoemaker, slaps him in the face. Well then, I am off to be fabulous elsewhere. And he kind of bows, and then you actually hear clapping a little bit from the different houses here. And that centaur is off on his own.
Yay.
I'm going to sort of continue to no longer ballerina spinning the cobbler, but like plastic army man figure, walk him so he's like tick, 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 back into his wherever he like burst out of, and then I'll release the spell.
Excellent. And at this, yeah, people are clapping in their houses, and then very quickly shut the doors, shut the windows, turn out lights, that sort of thing. And as you're sitting in your place, contemplating the fact that you are probably very, very close to Burbage and Hakari, but you have to wait another night just to get into this ball, you're filled with anticipation of the next day's comings. You're filled with a worry that you can do nothing yet about. And it keeps you up for a long time tonight. But eventually you have sleep. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Whew. Things are getting good. They're heating up. I love it.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We really appreciate it. Again, this was Goats and Dragons. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. And also check out Helpful Goat Presents, which is where Tyr and Galway live, and Rachel is in that campaign as well.
It's where I live.
It is it is a brilliant campaign that you should definitely check out. And also Dom and Dragons, where we played Dungeons and Dragons with Dominic Monaghan, the actor, which was a ton of fun and turned out really, really good. Yeah, everyone did really well in that. So anyway, you can find all that there. And if you like us and just want to hang out with us more, maybe type !Discord in the chat. You can get a link to join our Discord, where we all hang out with everyone, because we're not at all too big of a podcast to just spend all of our time talking to people.
I'm
Never
way
be
too cool.
big.
So
Rachel might be.
I like how I'm like trying to go like nice, and Rachel's just like, no, I'm
No,
too good for you people.
yeah. You know how Rachel's very above it all in the Discord.
Yeah.
Never gets involved with anybody.
Definitely.
And then next week on Thursday, Spire?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And Friday Tier.
Yes.
And yeah, that'll be awesome. So yeah, from all of us on Goats Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening, a lovely night. Hang in there. We love you. Take care. See ya.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Doom Lily. I love so completely, so true and so sweetly. But know that our story is so short it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of me, lady, who descended for thee. When she